Right, let's just skip that. I'm just hoping I am live now because I have realized that I was on here live and I've been chatting for the last 10 minutes to myself. Oh, I can see myself now. Right, that's good. So I thought I'm going to skip the intro and just get straight to it, and hopefully we'll have a conversation this time. Hopefully you can see me okay. I have no idea what happened. I was live, I was chatting for the last 10 minutes, and then I'm noticing the comments saying what time we're going on. I'm like, I am on. Oh, don't you love technology? Oh, goodness. Right, so let's start again. I'm kind of repeating myself now because I had this conversation with myself earlier. But welcome to CLC Online. We're a bit early today. I have a meeting at 8:30, so I couldn't be on tonight later. We will be live every Wednesday. But we have been most Wednesdays that we'll try to be on. So we have a Bible course now on the Monday in the house of CLC. Which is great. And so if you want to know more about that, please do get in touch. Let me know if you can actually see me as well. Love to know who's watching, where you're watching from. But yeah, we normally did stream on a Monday night. Kind of just change things around a little bit, which is what Wednesdays worked a little bit better. And so just to clash as well with what's going on in the house in terms of Bible study. So yeah, a good number turned up on Monday. You're still available to come if you want to sign up to that. We are going to be doing, well, tonight I'm not kind of bringing anything tonight. It's kind of just a loose chat. Just kind of want to share a bit of testimony and share about things happening, and just to answer any questions you might have, any prayer requests, any testimonies you might have. I'd love to hear from you. Please do message me on in email as well. I'll just put that in the chat. I think that's going through. Yep, there you go. That is my email address. So if you've got any prayer requests, testimonies, or you just want to reach out and talk to someone, there I am. Get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, we normally we'd be doing a Bible study. We have been doing a Bible study together. We've been working through the book of John. But we wanted to do something just because the way it's just been for the last couple of months, it's been a bit crazy because we had the conference, the creative conference that we were doing, and my hands were pretty full with that, trying to organise that, trying to get meetings. I had Zoom meetings and meetings with people from abroad, such as America. People came from America, people came from Europe, and people came from the UK. And so a lot of my time was taken up with Zooms, stuff like that. So that's why I've not been on as much. But now that's all finished, calm down. I'm not going to say we're going to get back to normal because we're not. It's going to go and do a new thing. We got Kirsty on and Tracy. Thank you so much, guys, for just messaging in that chat there and just saying that, I didn't realise that we weren't live. I've been chatting to myself for like 10 minutes and then realised that I'm talking to myself. But yeah. So yeah, we've got this Bible study in Monday. What we're doing, hopefully, we want to kind of create a Bible study online as well, because for some people, CLC online is their church, and that's a good thing. You can have church in the building, or you can have church online. And what does that look like? How are you getting fed? This isn't just me going just to share, just so you can listen and then get fat basically spiritually. but we want to kind of encourage each other. We want to see each other not only serving. This is a church. We are a church online. Adrian's on. Great to see you, Adrian. Yeah, so we are a church online. So we want to kind of like encourage you guys. Just make sure you're being discipled. What that would that look like? And so we're gonna. What we want to do is we've mentioned this a few times, and again, no one's really picked up on that. But we want you to be involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our own Bible study as well. We're going to do it online. We're going to do it via Zoom. So that's kind of what we're hoping to do in the near future. So we need to get some interest. So if you are watching now, or maybe you're not watching live, you're watching this later when it's finished, do message me. I have put my email address in the chat. And if you're interested in doing an online study or a Bible study, that can be our reach group. Carl's is working. Sorry, Carl. Thanks, Tracy. Sorry, Carl. Sorry, you're working. Sue Brotherston's on. Hey, Sue. So we've been getting a lot of reach in this, and may have lost a little bit of momentum because of the conference, because I've been so busy and not able to get on. So we kind of tonight I'm just starting slow again. Next week I will continue with the book of John, and just give you a bit of heads up on that, because I thought I could just, because we're going to do chapter 8 again, because there's been so many crazy technical issues recently, so I kind of really want to try that again. So we're going to go and redo chapter 8. If you watched it last time, then you'll be able to watch it again. Through. Simone is unfortunately not able to join me on a Wednesday evening. She is university, so unless I get some more volunteers and somebody wants to come and company, it will just be me for the time being. But we are hoping to grow the team. We're hoping to transform the team a little bit. We've got some great online pastors, and we're hoping to get some more. So that's what that's going to look like soon. But if you've got any questions, any prayer requests, any testimonies, do put in the chat. We've had a crazy couple of weeks. You attended the conference that we did. You will probably agree it was amazing. It was just out of this world, wasn't it? We had testimonies from people being healed physically, spiritually, emotionally. People who had severe depression, literally being healed, waking up completely back here. We had people with dodgy hips, couldn't walk properly, and they were healed. I got healed as well. The kids praying for kids, and they got healed. Just the mindsets of the religious spirit as well. People like that being healed. That was fantastic. It was such a great week. A great 10 days, because we did 10 days. And obviously last week I did an interview which you can catch on our feed. That's why I wasn't live like this, but we kind of did an interview. If you haven't watched that, go watch that, because that was amazing. And I'm on tonight as well. That's why I'm not going to be able to be on. That's why we're a little bit early tonight. Doing it again. So I will share that on CLC St Helens as well, just to watch. Because it was such a great weekend. Those who might not know, we did a conference. We did 3 days with Teresa. We also did Tuesday, which was an amazing day where we did some outreach and grow the class. It was such a success in the way that people went home absolutely transformed, healed. And these are a lot of these people were not Christians. We had an art exhibition where we gave away art. So we've got paintings, photographs, poems, stories, paintings, just given away. We spoke to them, we gave them away, and we told them why, what was the meaning behind them. We just got to love people. It was Valentine's Day, it was such a special time. And then on Wednesday, we had a flipping day for children, which was amazing, and we had 25 kids turn up. Um, that was a special time of seeing kids just being activated, here from God, and literally everywhere we did. It was so powerful. One kid healed another kid. Uh, One kid had a massive breakthrough with identity. It was just such a special time. Shirley's on. Great to see you, Shirley. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Shirley was kind enough to arrange for me to use the URC in Rainford. So was the team and I, 25 of us, all kind of had a like a rest day, retreat day. We went down to the URC in Rainford, and just realised my music's too loud. Apparently, just turn it down a little. Um, I can't hear it from this end, so I do apologise. Um, So yeah, so we went to Shirley, we went to URC, we got to bless the URC in Rainford, we got to go eat in Rainford, and then the team were ended up prophesying over the cafe stuff. Just amazing time. Um, we got to go to Liverpool and we were praying for people on the train. And one lady who had a cataract over her eye, or glaucoma, I think it was actually. She couldn't really see out of her eyes properly anyway. It was very limited. Teresa prayed for her, and her eyes opened, and she could see. She was like blown away. We were blown away. It was amazing. Um, just crazy opportunities, and um, even this week, I was at a coffee shop, and I was meeting a friend, and you've heard me bang on about just being authentic and real, and just doing Jesus wherever we go, no matter where we are. And we kind of just we sat there in his coffee shop, and this guy behind me just sits down at a table. I didn't even see him. I could see him with back of in my corner of my eye type thing, but I didn't see him per se. And I just remember the Holy Spirit saying to me, "You're going to speak that, man." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I kind of go up, went to the toilet, just kind of pray a little bit and just see like what is it you want me to say to this guy? And as I come back, the lady that I was with, that I was meeting, she just started chatting to him. She was chatting to him when I got back, and I was like, there we go. There's the inn anyway. And we just ended up chatting to this guy. So 93 he was. I couldn't believe he looked 70, but he was 93. Um, and he's just sitting there having a cup of coffee. That was it. And he was just telling me a bit of his story, and it was fascinating. Like, and then the Holy Spirit gives me a picture to give to him, and I share that with him. I just started like sharing that, and he's like blown away. And then I ended up like telling him who I was, telling him, I'm an artist and a pastor, and well, I use the word vicar because so he kind of like, oh, well, when I was younger, you know, uh, I wanted to be a vicar, and I went to apply to be a vicar, and they turned me down because I didn't fit the vicar mold, and I was like, oh my goodness. And so I kind of got to share kind of the same story. I got accepted to be a minister, but I had a bit of an issue, in terms of I don't fit that mold of your traditional pastor. And so I kind of shared with him, that God restores. And so he was 93, and I got to just pray with him. I got to pray for his legs. He was in pain in his legs. And you know what? He went out of the difference than him the way he came in. I believe that God healed his heart. He was rejected, and oh man, he would have made a great vicar or a great pastor. Such a loving heart. He was such an amazing guy. But that was because I listened. He knew that that I had to be ready and raring to go wherever we are. And so that was just a fun time of just sharing the gospel with him. Uh, but yeah, has anybody else got any questions or testimonies or prayer requests about anything? Anything that if you attended the weekend, that really stuck out to you, and maybe I've not mentioned that you wanna kind of relive or need to share with people, because so many good things happened. Um, it was a blessing, and then I'll tell you another testimony while maybe you're chatting, putting it in the chat. Well, I was in London. I went down with the team in London, and we went and kind of recreated the same conference that we did down in London, different aspects, and we doing some treasure hunting. You know me, I love treasure hunting. I've probably banged on about this before. Sue Brotherston knows what I'm talking about. She's got the book. And so it was. I was down in London, and we were doing some treasure hunting, and I had this a list of things I was looking for, and I was looking for a lady with a red scarf. She was walking past a tree. It's quite specific things. Walking past this tree, and she was either broken heart or heart issues. And so I decided to just show some guys that I was with, because I was leading a team, and just let me go first and show you how it's kind of done. And it was amazing. I was literally walking with these guys, and they were asking loads of questions. They'd never done it any before. Uh, and as we're walking down the main street, I was like to the guys, look, there's a woman here, and she's got a red scarf on. And look, there's a tree right there. She's just walked past the tree, and it was a busy high street. There wasn't many trees. And I was like, what if this is that lady? And the guy's like, oh, you're not going to ask her, are you? I'm like, of course, why wouldn't I? You know. So I kind of stopped her, and I said to her, excuse me, sorry to bother you. And she looked really shocked that I'd stopped her, because she was mid-March. And I said, sorry to bother you, but we're a bunch of artists from we're at an art conference just down the road, and we're doing a spot of treasure hunting, and you're our treasure. And she just started laughing, so it kind of like broke that ice straight away, just being a bit of fun. She was like, what do you mean? I said, well, you're our treasure. It's like, okay. And I said, well, we've been looking for you. And I kind of showed him my piece of paper, and I had this list down. That I've been looking for a lady with a red scarf. And she just walked past the tree, and look, you just walked past this tree. And I know you've either got heart issues or you've got a broken heart. And her face just dropped. And her eyes start filling up. And she's blown away. She's like, how did you know? How do you know? And I was like, well, I'm a Christian, you know, and I believe in God, and I believe that God speaks to us every day. And I've just been listening to what you were saying, and you're saying that you're His treasure. And I said, before we went out, I painted a picture for her. I knew I wanted to give her a gift, this person. And I painted this picture of a football with the word underneath, with the word restore. And this football, I used watercolors, and if you've used watercolors, you'll know that the colors bleed. They don't just sit there; they bleed through all the colors. And so I was a perfect round ball, but as I was putting the colors together, so I was creating the patches, the leather patches on the football. The lines would meet, but then they would bleed into each other. And God is like saying to me, He was like, that's her heart, you know, and I'm patching her heart up, and she will have scars, she will have issues, but I'm going to restore her completely. And I told her that, and she was just blown away, absolutely blown away, that not only did we stop her, but that God loved us so much to use us in this busy street with all these people, and to stop her, just her. And it turned out that, well, she didn't tell me why she had a broken heart, but she told us that she was a Christian 4 years ago, and she lost her faith. And she asked us which church we'd come from, and I said St Barnabas in North Finchley in London. And she went, that used to be my church. I'm like, what? What are the chances? so so that kind of inspired her, and she felt like she wanted to. She asked for the details of the times for the services, and we gave her that. We invited her that night to a healing conference, but she wasn't able to make that. But she said, "I'll be at church tomorrow." So just them opportunities. Like I think Tracy's just put that in opportunity. Um, Let me just go through what I'm talking about. Are you all right? Just on a Zoom. What are you here for? Sorry. The meeting. Is there a meeting in here tonight? Well, for some. Oh, what's it for? It's studying the Bible, different things of the Bible. Is it Wednesday today? It's Wednesday today. But that, not moving nowhere else. It's Monday night, the Bible study. Oh, yeah. I thought it was Wednesday. No, it's Monday night. I'm always making mistakes like these. Oh, sorry to bother you. Sorry. Okay, I'll see you then. See you later. God bless. That was fun. Like telly, eh? So someone just came in the room thinking they came to the Bible study, which we are doing, Sean's doing on the Monday night. The joys of doing this at church when you don't think anyone's in. There you go. Now you know we're live. We do things real. We're authentic. Tracy says it's so true. We had an experience like that. We talked to a guy at a cafe in Sweden at Christmas. Fantastic, Tracy. We always seem to get that opportunity on holiday. Opportunities. Let's say get him done. Shirley, I strongly believe that a seed has been sown later. We had a marked increase in numbers in church 3 days after the Creative Academy team visit, and we had some about usual members visit. Wow, that's amazing. Uh, Adrian, I'd like prayer for the Wednesday men's group, just men involved. Yeah, I've heard the great things that happen there. Adrian, yeah, I think it's going really well, isn't it? Um, yeah, you do listen, have to listen to the Spirit. Great, isn't it? Yeah, so Lord, we just, as Adrian just said, Dan, we thank you that you are doing something amazing at the men's group on a Wednesday. We've got that men are catalysts who are going out to transform the community, the people around them, that iron sharpens iron. So we just ask Lord that you give them confidence and boldness to step up as men to impact the people around them. So good, isn't it? So that's kind of what we wanted to share tonight. I didn't really want to take too much time tonight, but just enjoy just coming on and just starting up again and just doing what God wants to do. Next week we're going to be doing the book of John again. We're on chapter 8, and so do read that and just write down stuff. I'd love to hear what your comments are. And if again, I've mentioned earlier on, if you're interested in a Bible study, then we've got obviously the Bible course on the Monday night with Sean. But we're also going to do something online because this is your church. We want you to serve. We want you to be discipled, and we want to give you an opportunity to be involved. Imagine if those guys that are on here all the time, we got to see each other face to face on Zoom. That's what we want to do. So do get in touch. So I look forward to seeing you all next week, and have a blessed time and see you on Sunday in person or online. And we just pray that the Lord will just bless these people, will keep them safe, and give them great encounters, great dreams in everything they do. Thank you so much for being on. I will see you. Hopefully, it's 8 o'clock next week. I just need to double check. If not, then we will be back on at 7. Okay? I will post that and let you know. So thank you for joining me tonight, and we'll see you all soon.